Good afternoon, Blueprint students. This is Ms. Hummel again, and I'm going to take you into the second stage of narrowing the focus of your topic for your research project today. The second phase involves reading EBSCOHost point of view articles that are relevant to the topic that you have selected to research. And we're going to start by going to the Waldwick High School page. And from the high school page, we're going to navigate to the Media Center page. And on the Media Center page, there are links to all of the databases that we subscribe to for you. And there is a link to the EBSCOHost database. We'll click on this, and we'll put in our general username and password, Waldwick Warriors. And this will open us up to a bunch of smaller databases within EBSCOHost. And today we're going to select the point of view database, which has an icon next to it that looks a lot like a chess piece. Now, everybody has a wide variety of topics that they have selected to research for this project. And whatever the name of your topic may not be the specific name of the category that we see here on this page. It says browse by category, but they may have used different words or synonyms to categorize and organize articles that are related to what you're researching. So on the left-hand side of the page here in this Word document, I have identified which categories in EBSCOHost correspond to the topics that you've selected to research. So if you are researching the economy, you are going to want to click on labor and economics, and you'll see a bunch of issues referred to here. If you are researching civil rights, you're going to want to click on citizens' rights. And you'll see a lot of important issues identified here. If you are researching education, you're going to click on school and education, or schools and education, and you'll see a lot of the major issues that are currently relevant to education identified. If you're researching immigration, fortunately you're just going to click on immigration, which makes a lot of sense. For healthcare, you're going to click on citizens' rights again, and you'll see that under citizens' rights there is a choice of mandatory health insurance if you are particularly interested in the Affordable Health Care Act. For gay rights, you're going to select family issues, and there's an option of gay and lesbian adoption, and same-sex marriage, and single parent versus nuclear families. So these would be relevant areas for you to look at. If you're researching energy use and policy, you're going to click on energy and conservation. You'll see a listing of a lot of the important issues that have to do with energy. For taxes, it's simply clicking on taxes. And you can see tax reform, national debt, income tax versus sales tax. And finally, for foreign policy, you will click on foreign policy, fortunately. And you can see issues of Afghanistan, global democracy, U.S. and world democracy, and you could select one of these to choose. Now, for our example about what you're going to do today, let's use the example of immigration. So we go into immigration, and there are 4 choices to choose from. And let's choose to open up immigration restrictions. When we click on this, it actually gives us 4 articles. The first article is an overview of the entire issue. The second article is a point, and it's going to be one perspective on that issue and arguing for that perspective. In this case, it's arguing for amnesty for illegal immigrants is practical and a just solution. Then after that, you'll find a third article called the counterpoint, and it will be the opposing viewpoint to the article you just read before. Amnesty promotes illegal immigration. You're going to read the overview article, the point article, and the counterpoint article. And you're going to try to pull out of them the different viewpoints to this issue, and to analyze how these viewpoints are argued, what is their evidence, what is their reasoning. After you have read these articles, you are going to take your narrowing your focus sheet. And at the top, you're going to circle EBSCOHost POV articles to indicate to yourself that that is the information you are filling into this sheet. After you've done that, you're going to identify the major topic that you are researching for your research project. Then you're going to identify what. We're going to go more in depth again. And when you do that, you're going to identify what is the issue that you are actually researching here. For immigration, we were looking at immigration restrictions. Another choice would have been federal IDs for all Americans so that they'd be able to identify who is an American citizen and who isn't very easily, the public, the authorities. You're going to identify some of the issues that you see listed in the articles that you're reading. Next, you're going to identify who. In the articles, they should be referring to who the major players are in the situation. Who are the agencies that are involved? Who are the individuals that are being affected? What groups or not-for-profits might be involved with the whole situation. Any that are referred to, you should list here. Next, you're going to identify where. Where is this issue a major problem? Is it a national issue? Is it a regional issue? Is it particularly important in a specific state with immigration? I've said in the earlier video that in Arizona it's a particularly hotbed issue. So if you see any references to specific locations in the United States, you'll identify them here. Next, you're going to select an issue. You're going to elect one that you think is very interesting and identify it here for some further investigation. Then on the back of your sheet, you're going to identify the differing viewpoints, two differing viewpoints on the issue. You're going to identify the viewpoint that was for in one sense and the viewpoint that was against in the other, and you're going to explain the reasoning for both. Then you're going to start to express your own leanings or opinion on this issue. You're going to ask yourself, do I lean more towards the right or the left? The conservative viewpoint or the liberal viewpoint, the Republican viewpoint or the Democratic viewpoint? Or do I have a third alternative viewpoint that maybe is a mix of the two or is totally different from the two? And finally, you're going to say why your opinion is your opinion, why you believe it is right. What reasoning do you have for it? Why does it feel right to you? And after you've done this, congratulations, you will have continued on in your process of narrowing your focus, and you'll have 2 of these sheets down and only 1 more to go.